Yeah, what's going on, man? Y'all welcome to Thrive, communal space for people to grow and develop in fashion, man. And really what we are and what we do, we're vintage nostalgic wear with a modern flair. We got retro one-on-one pieces on the rack, pretty cool sneaker collection. Sneakers ranging from 20 to 75 used, and dead stock pairs ranging from 20 to 100 and something. But man, y'all definitely come through and check us out.
Welcome back to Greater.Inc, everybody. Well, you know you are greater than yesterday, but you'll be even greater tomorrow. I have a special guest, man. My man Jeremiah.
What's good?
He is the CEO and founder of Thrive Thrift in Durham, North Carolina, man. Jeremiah, before we dive deep into this interview, tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
So I am originally from Atlanta, Georgia. Grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, and that's kind of, well, just to get just about me in general. I've always kind of been the type of person to do my best when I'm going against the grain. You know, when I have obstacles in front of me or things that could deter me. That's usually when I'm in my more productive mindset and kind of getting things done. So that's kind of how this all got about. And back to saying that I'm from Atlanta. I grew up in Birmingham, and in Birmingham, like around the demographic of people that I grew up with, I found myself sticking in air trains and not really being original with myself. So like I was telling you guys earlier, man, like going back to like 11th grade, that's kind of when I really just started to separate as far as having my own individuality. And I use fashion to do that, specifically thrifting, man. I would go out like every Friday after track practice, man, and hit the thrift store before they closed, just to have new outfits for the week. And people started picking up on that, started liking what I was doing. But what they didn't know is, what I'm saying, I'm getting it from the thrift store.
Got you.
My homies asked me, like, yo, where you get this? I'm like, bro, like, this is the only one, like, literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I found this. Like, and I'm getting, putting together outfits, man. Really that, I guess, quote unquote, looked expensive, but were, like, super inexpensive.
Got you.
So, yeah, that's kind of, I guess, about me. And then I did 2 years undergrad, 1 year at the University of South Alabama. Okay. And then another year I transferred to the University of Alabama. And that's kind of, I guess, like in that period in my life, man, I lost a bit of focus as far as not knowing what I wanted to do, just the steps to take, to progressively like move forward in the right direction. So I took a year off after my sophomore year in college. I decided to take a year off and just work. Not just like physically have a job, but kind of like work on myself, figure myself out, my passions, man, just like what it is that I want to do, or what it is that I could wake up happy with doing every day and take a loss at. And it always circled back to fashion. Like, so man, when I was going through that time, my cousin lives out here in Durham. He reached out to me, T. White. He's did his grad school at Duke, so he's a biomedical engineer, man. And I just always seen him growing up, you know what I'm saying? He always had everything checked off, and so I knew coming up here with him, man, I'd at least have a shot to kind of redo things and figure things out the right way. So that's a little bit of the backstory with me. So I've been here for a year.
Talk about entrepreneurship first. What made you want to jump into entrepreneurship? Who inspired you? What inspired you?
Well, when I moved up here, I was working. The first job I was working at Chili's. And that was really just like enough money to like pay like my car rent, really. You know what I'm saying? And so like as far as what inspired me, man, like this goes back to like we started Thrive like in the garage, bro. And since like the idea came about, we kind of just have had our foot on the pedal. So as far as the inspiration goes, man, it's just really just trying to figure things out. It's really all I had, you know what I'm saying? Like it was either that or I'm just cool with having like a surface level job and just making enough money to get by, or it's like I dive deep and like really try to chase this dream and try to make something out of like what we've created. Like it got to the point where we made the business license, and so like it's not actually an idea anymore. It's actually something that we have to act on. So we're going out and we're doing pop-ups. We're going out and meeting people because we took the steps to just go out and do it. And as far as who inspired me, if you guys are familiar with Cool Key on Instagram, He's out of New Jersey, and so like back in that time, like in high school when I was really kind of figuring myself out, had just started following him. And you know, he has his own clothing brand and sells like mainstream merchandise, like all the stuff you see in here. But he has it in bulk. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sells it. Like he's shipping packs like daily, like Nike's products, Adidas products, as well as his own. So he's touching tons of different markets, tons of different people, and that's like I seen him. I was like, yo, like he had the car. You know what I'm saying? He had the nice clothes, everything that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of, I guess, my inspiration as far as, like, that hustle. Yeah. Because I could kind of see, like, as time was going on, like, I can do school, but, like, I don't really want to do school. Yeah. And seeing him, it was like, you don't have to do school in order to be successful and do well for yourself. Yeah. So that was kind of my influence. I would say so.
So, Thrive Thrift, tell us about the name, what it means to you, where did the idea come about, all that.
So it goes back to that time, really, bro, when I was lost again, man. So, like, I remember for my 21st birthday, I put together a birthday outfit, and I actually got, my sister has a hat now. It's like an OG Thrive hat. I got Thrive, like, stitched across the front. I had, like, my initials to my birthday on the side, and I wore that for my 21st birthday and did a shoot with my homie Tim. And literally, I remember, like, in the time making that, I was stuck. Like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I always knew, like, I wanted better for myself. I wanted to grow, and I wanted to, like, get to something better. Yeah. And the base root of what Thrive means is literally to grow or develop well. So I kind of used that as, like a directional point, like using the word to kind of get me to where I wanted to be, the person that I wanted to become. You know what I'm saying? So, like, having that with me, like, I kind of, you know, really, like I said, just use it. And I would start seeing it, like, at, like, construction sites. It was, like, in Atlanta, I was driving, like, 12 o'clock at night, it was, like, a Thrive construction site. I was hearing it on, like, commercials and stuff like that. So, like, when we got up here and we're rocking in the garage, like, yo, like, what should we, you know, it came out with, like, some long name, you know, you try to do too much at certain times, but, like, bro, like, Thrive, like, literally just keep it short, simple, and meaningful, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where it came about and why we chose it, or I chose it, really.
That's what's up, man. I love that. I love that idea. Because at Greater.Inc, we believe in self-development. Our slogan is greater than yesterday, but you'll be even greater tomorrow. Can you speak quickly about, like, your self-development and always trying to thrive to be your better self?
Yeah, so as far as my self-development, man, it's really come with like motivational videos. And now that I have, like, a mentor, he's really always pushed me to know as much as I can about the market and the industry that I'm in. So the videos helped me a lot with just keeping that positive mindset and not letting obstacles deter me, whether it's, you know, people not, you know, wanting to work with us or whatever the case may be. That's kind of you know, like what it means to me is just really restructuring, you know, how you think to become better in all avenues of life, not just business, but with dealing with people. Like I said, just keeping that positive mindset is really what self-development has, you know, worked out in me.
Cool. With doing this, I mean, you got a lot of things in here, a lot of good things in here as well. I know it's not just you, so can you talk about, you know, the importance of a team and people around you who believe in the dream and will work with the dream? Yeah,
so my team consists of 3 people, myself, my cousin, and my mentor. So we are all, you know, in this together, and it's kind of like a pie. And I'm 1/3 of the pie, T. White's another third, my mentor Ed is the other third of the pie. And so, like, collectively, we all do our individual roles that we're best at to complete the pie as a whole. It's a smooth and even keel balance between what goes on behind the scenes and then what goes on, like, in front of the camera. So this is kind of like my avenue as far as, like, the fashion, the trendy. T.Y. is more of an executioner, so he gets things done on the back end. So it kind of all works itself out to complete it, and we all come to the table honest and you know, constructive of one another, and kind of work things out that way. But the importance is if you don't, have the team, man, it's a lot of stuff that, I don't do well, or I don't know how to do or want to do, honestly, you know what I'm saying, that, my team is good at. So having that, it just speaks volumes and does numbers. You can really have people that you rock with and trust.
Talk about some of your fears and doubts starting Thrive Thrift and how you overcame those things.
So I would say like my biggest fear was definitely like money. You know what I'm saying? Like that was really it. You know what I'm saying? Like like I said before, like having enough money to kind of do what I needed to do. But when it came to like pouring into Thrive, like initially, like the way that we needed to, I wasn't always the one that was able to do that. And luckily, my team at the time, was helping out with those things. But that was always kind of something like self-consciously, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like even though I am the face and I kind of do the most, like I consciously I was, aware that there were certain things that I couldn't contribute to. So that was one, and I'm really not the type of person to. I don't want to say I don't care what other people think of me, but I don't really let it affect me. I think I've just come to a certain part in my life where I am who I am. You either rock me or you don't, type of deal. So, but I think for some people, like, having, that those people in their ears, like, talking against it, or may not, may you thought you were cool with and may not rock with you, as you're getting things going. That was kind of something in the back of my head, but not necessarily a fear, because I've always believed in kind of what we've cultivated and the process that it would take to get things done. So.
For a young male or a young woman who wants to do entrepreneurship, or wants to follow their dreams and chase their dreams, what would be some of your advice for them?
It's easy, man. It's just you just gotta do it, man. Like I said, you're gonna run into those obstacles, those times. Those situations and those people that really kind of want to turn you down, or a lot of people's reasons for not stepping into entrepreneurship is they don't have the time based on what they're doing with their normal 9-to-5 jobs. But man, if you really want something to happen, if you really want something to manifest itself, you'll find the time to do it. It's just a matter of how much it means to you. Yeah, bro, like that's really it for me, bro.
Okay. 2 last questions. A lot of people don't understand that following your dream helps you to become a better person. So can you talk about how starting Thrive and living in Thrive has helped you to be a better individual?
Yeah, so I mean, it's sharpened like my awareness skills as far as how I present myself or how I talk to people. It's also made me like very calculated on making decisions. So it's done a lot. Like whether I notice it or not, I can just kind of see certain things changing over time, like very slowly. I've matured in a number of instances as far as how I handle situations, or just like how quickly I'm moving or responding to things. And that's kind of one of my biggest things now, is that follow-up and that customer interaction. That's something that I really try to work on. But I'm like all this like that, like with the camera, I did like a year ago. I just moved here like last January, so I wouldn't. If you asked me last January would I be in this position, bro, like I couldn't even fathom it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just made me aware how quickly things really can happen. Like honestly, like April 20th was our official opening date. And we'll actually open our store 19 days earlier. So I think it's like 346 days that we'll have like a store up and running, for people to come through and interact with, right? So it's been kind of crazy, man. As far as how everything's going. But it's just taking it one day at a time, slowly noticing your progression, man. I can't really pinpoint what it is a lot of times, but I just know that like I'm just not the same person that I was 2 years ago, and a lot of people associate me with that period in time, like the Jeremiah they knew in 2015, 2016. And I tell them now, like if you still see me that way, you don't really know me, because like the growth has been like exponential as far as how I think, how I move, and things of that nature.
Most definitely. So, I mean, for the people, how can they get in contact with Thrive? How can they become connected?
So you can contact me like directly at my cell, it's just 205-821-5487, and then our Instagram page is pretty much our strongest channel right now, _ Thrive Thrift _. But we'll actually be moving. I'm doing some rebranding and moving the page, so all that would be all that information will be directed through the _ Thrive Thrift _ page in due time, leading up to when we open the store. So yeah, it'll be a couple of small cosmetic changes within the business, but yeah, if you just keep stay tuned on our page and our growth and development, you'll definitely be linked in to everything that we're doing and how we're moving in the transition of what's to come. But yeah, so we have a Facebook. It's kind of I'm not on there as much as I probably should be, but Facebook, I think it's Thrive RDU. My email is info@thriverdu.com, and yeah, and you can hit my personal Instagram account, which is Supreme _ Pittman on Instagram, so you guys can DM me there. I'm on both pages pretty much every day, so yeah.
All right, well, you heard it here first, man. This is Zachary Tanner from Greater.Inc. Remember, you graded yesterday, but you'll be even greater tomorrow, and this is my guest,
Jeremiah Pittman, man. I appreciate you guys for having me.
All right, Thrive Thrift.